I'm ready to listen to what they said. Here for the worst minds in all of wrestling. I have mined the worst wrestling podcasts out there. I have written down their quotes. I will read them verbatim to the Zoobs. He will have to guess who said it. It's a segment we call They Said What. Hit it, Ryan.
They said what? They said what? They said what? They said what?
Zoobs, you know what I'm doing? I am tweeting out on Blue Sky that They Said What starts now. And so I'd appreciate if any of you, I mean, really the easiest way to support us, we appreciate the subs, the follows, but if you wouldn't mind, go retweeting that post. Let people know you don't have to watch Dynamite tonight. Anyone can get down with They Said What, unless you are sane or your brain works just fine. Then you probably wouldn't find much enjoyment in this.
You know what are the odds we find one of those people on the internet? I mean, that seems...
Yeah, that a wrestling fan. It's an increasingly small percentage, and of course, an extra thank you to Ryan. They said what a heavy production segment. Zoobs, as always, I'll give you a little context here. Someone thinks and is giving their opinion that Adam Copeland and Tony Khan are having problems backstage.
Ooh.
Speaking about Cope and Christian, he says, people are really digging them as a team again. He goes, yeah, I got to go home. Like, so maybe, he's negotiating with them. And he's telling, because same thing with Jericho. No disrespect. But who would want to finish their legacy, especially if you didn't start at AEW? In AEW, especially with where they are at now and all the fresh matchups. Zoobs, you're aware of these products. Watching John Cena, Kurt Angle's retirement, and then watching Sting's retirement. Where would you be retiring?
No kidding. No kidding.
How about Goldberg?
Yeah, right.
Like what is it?
It's so funny if you went. It's so funny because it's true when you think about it. It's like if you went to WWE to retire, all that would happen is your retirement would be used to leverage against an AEW pay-per-view.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Yeah.
So you should just go to the AEW pay-per-view since that's the night they're going to care about anyway.
Zoobs, here are your options.
My goodness.
Who said it? Was it A, Al Snow, B, Eric Bischoff, C, Conan, or D, the ref in rant, Jimmy Corderas?
The addition of the ref and rant to this game has, I'm not gonna lie to you, it is altered it significantly
in a irreversible way
and permanently. Yeah, it's permanently because listen, out of your hand there, that felt like Eric Bischoff to me the whole way. The double especiallys and the knowing that his point was that he hated AEW but not really knowing exactly how to get from what he was talking about at the beginning. Let me set up a bet for you. I'll get a bet. Let me get some betting going. People want betting.
Is it's a poll, right?
Yeah. No, it's a prediction.
I could do that if you want.
Yeah, you do a prediction. Give him a minute. It's gonna be tough. We'll be a little late on the betting on that one, but
yeah, we can do 2 minutes for the other ones once I've read them, but we do a 1 minute for this one. Get them in, folks.
I think that's either Bischoff or the ref and rant.
Ooh.
People in the chat thinking
wanting to be known as the ref and rant is awful.
Name.
Yeah, I'm with Ryan. Horrible. Unforgivably bad. Hi, I'm the ref and Uturu Scenes is cool, dude. The Gray Bull?
Yeah. Bobby Burrito says Al Snow was my first thought, but Jimmy is so hard to dismiss.
Jimmy's just so dumb. It's amazing.
So the ref and rant. There's 2 in there for the ref and rant. There's 2 in there for Bischoff. Let's see what the betting says. Betting is open. Get your bets in quick. I lean
I also love
Bischoff.
how there's just no evidence that Cope is mad at Tony. Everything he said is to the exact contrary.
I've been. You got to start cheering. We have to start cheering, like telling Cope that it's okay to want to go back and finish the story against Cena. It's okay. Go do it.
No one will be mad.
You have a bigger calling. You have a big. This is bigger than us. It's okay. We love you enough to let you go.
Oh yeah, and it's not one of these situations where if we really love you got to come back. Do not sweat it, brother.
No, don't worry about it.
Count the check as cash.
Right off into the sunset, brother. You earned it.
Yes. Pat him on the back, say you earned it.
You deserve it. See ya. Looks like Bischoff is way ahead in the polling, so I'm gonna lock in with the chat. Let's go with the Bischoff.
Lock him in, Ryan. Let's see. Was it Eazy-E who doesn't understand why you'd want to retire in AEW?
People are really digging them as a team again.
It's Conan!
He goes, yeah, I got to go home.
I hope you feel terrible.
So maybe, he's negotiating with them and because same thing with Jericho. Bro, it's no disrespect, but why would you want to finish your legacy, especially if you didn't even start it in AEW, especially as hot as they are right now and all the fresh matchups that you have?
How out of touch are you that your takeaway could be I'd way rather retire in WWE right now? How?
It's also not where Jericho started his legacy, but what do we know?
I have to agree with RL. You're on the payroll, bro, to Conan.
Josh, I have to be honest with you. Stunned into silence. I gotta be honest with you.
I'm sorry.
You can't. It can't. I'll say this. My only solace in this moment is that I know that it can't have felt good to listen to the Conan.
Even the audio quality is horrible. Or I should say the audio quality between him and his co-host is very different. Like Ryan could probably say the terms, but it really sounds like they're shifting when they go from host to host. It's awful, dude.
Yeah, because I think part of the reason that people hadn't voted Conan there is I don't know that we've had a Conan clip before, and sometimes
we've had one.
Boy, the introduction of Conan as possibly being some of these answers, it really changes the game because the meta game here is sort of being able to rank the level of the quote with it. And I don't think there's a bigger insult in this game within the meta game of, they said what? There's no bigger insult than people thinking your take was Bischoff and it not being Bischoff.
yeah. Right? When you think there's a floor, Conan, you're saying you discovered there's a basement.
Now learning that there's a possibility that it's actually a Conan take makes it very difficult. And Heights RL points out we gotta get the clip. We should add the clip to the sound alerts because it is relevant. On the payroll, bro. On the payroll.
Zoob's I'm a fan of Maven's YouTube channel.
Yeah,
Maven
he's hot right now. He's hot right now.
Absolutely, he was on Hawani the other week, the whole deal. And so the co-host is asking the host of this show, bringing up, hey, Maven's talked pretty openly about steroid usage and what he saw. What did you see in terms of steroids when you were in wrestling? Well, I'll tell you about HGH. And now, Zoobs, I want you to pay. And I know you always do, but I want you to pay really close attention to this one, okay? And I want you to ask at the end one question. Does this check out? Okay, so listening intently, and does this check out at the end, all right?
Okay.
I'll tell you about HGH. I was going to have shoulder surgery years ago. I've had constant problems with my shoulder. Had it operated on since, and basically had it completely rebuilt. But a doctor told me, take some HGH. This was a surgeon. So I went and got some HGH, and it fixed my shoulder for 15 years. It made me feel so much better. I just took one dose. I didn't take it for bodybuilding reasons. I took it for my shoulder, and it worked. And people can say it doesn't work like that, and I can tell you what, it worked for me. It got me out of having shoulder surgery, and it completely changed my health. I took one-time dose for 5 to 6 months.
Wait.
Was this A?
That's a lot. That's more
Wait.
than one dose.
Hold on.
Was this A? The world's strongest man, Mark Henry. B. John Bradshaw Layfield, JBL. C. Bubba Dudley, who was in really a great clip at a TNA Bound for Glory this week. If you haven't seen Bubba say goodbye to his career at TNA, I extracted a lot of joy out of that one. Or D. Stevie Richards.
Oh, Christ.
Who took one? Well, who took an indeterminate amount of HGH once for a while, and was immediately healed for 15 years.
All bets are off. All bets are off as to the source of this anymore. I must say, the introduction of Bradshaw clips and now Conan being in the mix, it makes
And
it
the ref and
very
rant.
hard. And the ref and rant. Every new character comes in with such. Yeah, I agree. I agree with the chat. JBL and Richards is a coin flip here. It's that level of absolute dog shit. You've gotten very good as well at pairing them. You've started to figure out who goes.
There
with
is an
who.
art to it. If I'm being
You
honest.
started
Like,
to
it's
figure out who
not-
goes with who. It's harder to pick between JBL and Stevie Richards than it is like JBL and say Eric Bischoff. It's different flavors of absolute ridiculous garbage. JBL leading the voting, but voters were just led astray. We just led astray with the
That's
last
true.
clip on Bischoff.
Did anybody win
feel-
big on Conan?
There's
I believe
very little
somebody did.
dollars on Conan. Maybe
Oh,
like
I
300.
think
IMA. I think IMA had made a killing on that.
Nice work, I have. I wasn't looking. Oh hell yeah! Canenza confirming.
Busted Open guys wouldn't talk about the steroids on their show. I feel like I agree with that. I feel like it does sound like the kind of thing Bubba would say one sentence to the next, though. And the 5 to 6 months is the funniest thing. That's one of the funniest things I've read on this game in a couple editions.
Zeus, do you mind if I do a quick impression of Bubba Dudley in the last moments of his career?
Yeah.
Struggling to untie a boot.
Oh,
Thank you.
gravitas.
Thank you.
Gravitas.
Thank you.
You really step inside your performances.
I go a layer deep. I'm practicing.
Yeah,
I'm getting going.
it's
method
hard.
Days before. He's just standing there. Here come the Hardys. Awesome psychology, brother. Yeah, you're scared shitless, I guess. Zoops, who took one long-term dose of HGH and cured their shoulder?
I think this is the kind of bullshit that JBL says. I think.
Lock him in, Ryan. Was this Bradshaw?
Everything. I'll tell you about HGH. I was going to have shoulder surgery years ago. I've had consistent problems with my shoulder. I had it operated on since and had it almost completely rebuilt. But a doctor told me, said, take some HGH. And this was a surgeon. And I went and got some HGH, and it fixed my shoulder for probably 15 years. Made me feel so much better. I just took one dose. I didn't take it for bodybuilding reasons. I took it for my shoulder to regenerate my shoulder, and it worked. Now, people can say, it doesn't work like that. I can tell you what it worked for me. It got me out of having shoulder surgery and completely changed my health. I took it one time for about 5 or 6 months. Everything got better.
It's the last part I never quite.
So it's one
time. It's a one-time dose for 15 years. He took it one time for 5 or 6 months. One-time dose. One dose for 5 or 6 months. Yeah.
Clear as a mud is what
Right.
I would say.
Yeah, I get it. One dose.
15 years.
5 or 6 months.
When would that have been?
Yeah.
Zoobs, gonna give you no context for this one. The guys running this shit in the back, I'm talking Triple H, I'm talking Shawn Michaels, I'm talking Michael Hayes. I don't care how many matches these guys won, they're incompetent. These are not people that should be in charge. Triple H and freaking Shawn Michaels should be agents at best. They should not be in charge. And again, if Pat Patterson or Gerald Briscoe are agents in the back, they're doing shit like this, laying this out to Pat Patterson, he'd be laughing. So was this A, Baron Corbin of Busted Open. B, Double J, Jeff Jarrett. C, Vinny Russo. Or D, Tony Schiavone.
I feel like only one man on earth has the audacity to speak to power like this. Nobody else goes directly at it.
You're
Nobody
saying
else
everyone
tries
else
to-
is on the payroll.
Everyone aren't they? They're on the payroll somewhere. That's the brand. It's got to be the brand. You have to have the freedom to be your own person, and the brand has that. Beholden to no one.
Is
It's
there
Russo.
any chance it's anyone but Russo, Zoobs?
Well,
Because can I
Tom
read the
Pesek-
first sentence again?
yes, he swears. This is the one thing that I'm not confident in is he swears. That was literally the first thought was I don't think it's Russo because he swears, but everything else has said Russo.
So what do? It signals Vinny Rue, but as we know, the guy hasn't sworn since at Dixie Carter when she was trying to fire Jeff Jarrett. He was at his limits and he swore.
Yeah.
He asked God for forgiveness and he remembers it. It was 2007 or 8.
Fellas, you know who this sounds like? The first line, it reads like Bret Hart, where it's just like,
It does read
these
a little-
guys,
Yeah.
what did they know
That
how
is
to
true.
do?
That is true. Benjo 18 saying no bros in there either, for they said what we do remove all the bros
have
from
to
the
edit the
Russo
bros.
quotes.
Yeah,
He'd never
no
get to be
bros.
in here if we kept the bros in.
So I'm sure the voting is basically unanimous. It's $60,000 on Russo and $0 on anybody else. So who has the chance?
That is funny.
Somebody has the chance. Listen, to me that's
It is
Russo level quote.
unanimous. You're right.
To me that's a Russo level quote. Listen, maybe he slipped up, and if somebody else spit that hard, then I'd be happy to welcome them to the club. Let's hear it.
Lock him in, Ryan, on the brand.
Russo'sBrand.com, where the pros are the pros. Bro, the guys running this shit in the back. I'm talking Triple H. I'm talking Shawn Michaels. I'm talking Michael Hayes. I don't care how many matches these guys won. They're incompetent, bro. This is incompetent. These are not people that should be in charge. Triple H and freaking Shawn Michaels should be agents at best. They should not be in charge. And Stevie, again, bro, we're bitter, we're all these things. Bro, if freaking Patterson and Briscoe are agents in the back, they're doing shit like this. Bro, if somebody is laying this out to Pat Patterson's laughing at them. He's laughing.
Keep talking. That clip's not long enough.
There's only one brand.
Where the pros are the pros. Fuck me, that's good.
Zooms, if we were talking about ranking the all-time promos in wrestling, where's Russo on that list?
Man, The scary part is he gets a little higher every day.
Yeah, he's not getting worse. I can tell you that. The sword's getting sharpened, and as ever, Vince Russo was spitting. Although, I gotta admit, it's kind of jarring to hear him swear.
Yeah, it really was a bit of a misnomer.
Now, Zoobs, you remember there was a big critique maybe 2 years ago of people saying AEW didn't have any stories in it. You remember when people were saying that all the time?
I do remember that. I need my stories, they're saying.
Really annoying critique.
Can't figure out what's going on in this stupid show.
Yeah, my brain is the smallest thing on earth. I'm just like a walnut. I can't figure anything out. Bob Burrito saying he only counts the old F word as a swear, and that puts my mind at ease. As long as we can count him as still having not sworn since that one time Dixie Carter was trying to fire.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair. I think that's a fair way to put it.
That would drive any of us to swear.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. So if you remember the complaints about stories, I call this next quote, "The goalposts, oh, do they move?" It's the same thing I hear from, the internet wrestling community fans and Dave Meltzer. Oh, there's so many stories in AEW. It's hard to keep track of them. Are you fucking kidding me? Those aren't stories. They don't qualify as stories. There's no structure to them. There's no journey to them. Just because you come up and book shit every week for the same two or people over 6 weeks doesn't mean you're telling a story. You're just booking matches. This whole quote is money. This is this A. Jim Cornette. B. Eazy-E, Eric Bischoff. C. From Busted Open, Dolph Ziggler. Or,
oh God, no.
Or D. Booker T.
Okay. You know you got it good when your first two votes are different people. First two, we had a Bischoff and a Cornette right away. I once again, similar to the Conan rule, I shudder. I fear the day we flip this on and it is a Dolph Ziggler quote.
It's gonna happen.
That sounds like a horrible way to experience this game.
I wonder if he does them in his one promo voice. That thing where he's Jericho.
Please don't.
That's more.
Is there like 45 people on Busted Open Radio now? It's like the Don Callis family.
They have LaGreca putting someone on his back every day of the week. They say, God, LaGreca, go make us 5 stars. One day he's like, I'm tired of making stars. I'm here sitting at home, and I'm broke. These guys are millionaires because I know how to broadcast. I'm calling it $1 million. Sorry, Susan.
No, perfectly said.
So I want to tell you guys, Josh and Zoobs, I love what you're doing there over on Wrestling Brain. You keep on doing it. And most importantly, bro, you keep on putting me over.
Seems corny, Eazy-E, Dolph Ziggler, or Booker T. Who thinks that just because you book something for the same 2 people over 6 weeks doesn't mean you're telling the story?
I think this is Bischoff. This is Bischoff. I don't know. Is this Bischoff or is this Cornette? Chat leans a little Bischoff. There's a lot of anger at the beginning of it. Can you read this just the very beginning?
Absolutely.
There's a swear in this one too, right?
Yep. It's the same thing I hear from, the internet wrestling community fans and Dave Meltzer. Oh, there's so many stories in AEW. It's hard to keep track of them. Are you fucking kidding me?
This is Bischoff. I forgot that the first 2 words out of his mouth are internet wrestling community and Dave Meltzer. Bischoff.
Welcome in, Ryan, and let's hear from Eazy-E.
It's the same thing that I hear from, internet wrestling community fans about that. And Dave Meltzer, oh, there's so many stories in AEW. It's hard to keep track of. Are you fucking kidding me? Those aren't stories. They don't qualify as stories. There's no structure to them. There's no journey to them. Just because you come up and you book shit every single week for the same 2 people over the course of 6 weeks doesn't mean you're telling a story. You're just booking matches. And
I'll tell you what, there's a guy who thinks he's spitting. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, dude. Russo
just
is
booking matches?
laughing him. Russo,
Yeah.
you could wake up Russo at 3 a.m. and ask him for a take, and he would knock it out of the park more than ECE with a week of prep being able to consult whoever he wants to consult. You got it.
I had forgotten that the first 2 words out of his mouth was about wrestling fans and Dave Meltzer. Obviously, Eric Bischoff.
Complaining about
Clear
Meltzer is the easy tell.
It's like, what would you do without Meltzer and internet community people? You have nothing.
Yeah, you got no show.
You'd be doing nothing all day long.
There was only 83 of those weeks.
If you weren't complaining constantly about those people, if you didn't have them, you would have nothing. It's so good.
Now, Zeus, I'm going to call on the talents of our very talented producer, Ryan Schapp, to join me for our 5th prompt. This one's a discussion between a host and his co-host. And we're going to read it aloud, me representing the host, Ryan representing the co-host, and we're just going to leave it to you who to ask at the end, okay? But the thing with Tony is she has longevity.
She's timeless.
She's the what?
She's timeless.
Well, she is that. It's a good name, a good gimmick, and she came up with this, right?
I think Tony, RJ City, a couple of people, yeah.
You think Tony Khan came up with this?
Well, maybe he was watching Gone with the Wind or something. I don't know. A couple different people thought of it.
What helps her in the United States is her accent. I don't know what it is about a British accent that is so.
I don't like it already.
that she doesn't have because it's Australian.
It's still an accent. Seed. Nice work, Ryan. Thank you for joining me. Zoobs, your options here.
Oh.
Should you need them?
Reader's Theater.
Play the clip. Play the clip.
No betting, right to it?
Play the clip.
All right, let's hear from Simon Cope and Dirty Dutch Mantel.
But the thing with Tony, she has longevity.
Well, she's timeless, Dutch.
She's the what?
She's timeless.
Yeah, well,
all the
she
time in
is
the world.
It's a good name, great gimmick. And she came up with this, right?
I think Tony, RJ City, a couple of other people. Yeah.
You think Tony Khan came up with it?
Or maybe he was watching Gone with the Wind or something. I don't know. A couple of different people thought of it.
And what helps her in the United States is her accent. I don't know what it is about a British accent that is so interesting to Americans.
That she doesn't have because it's Australian.
But it's still an accent.
He's got you there, Simon.
An accent is an accent, brother.
Simon Cope does not look happy with his lot in life.
I was about to say, Ryan, I don't often ask this of you, but we do need to watch that clip again, and I want you all to pay close attention. Have we ever seen Simon Cope so close to pulling the plug on this whole thing? Watch Simon Cope's eyes and listen to his delivery. We're not going to have this show in 2 months. I'm telling you right now. Let's hear it one more time.
For sure.
But the thing with Tony, she has longevity.
Well, she's timeless, Dutch.
She's the what?
She's timeless.
Serves him.
Yeah,
serves him
well,
right
she
time
is
in the
well.
right?
It's a good name, great gimmick. And she came up with this, right?
I think Tony, RJ City, a couple of other people, yeah.
Now he's like, let me
You
out
think
of
Tony
this.
Khan came up with it?
Or maybe he was watching Gone with the Wind or something. I don't know.
Kill me.
Let me out of this.
A couple of different people thought of it.
And what helps her in the United States is her accent.
Out of nowhere.
I don't know what it is about a British accent that is so interesting to
That she
Americans.
doesn't have because it's Australian.
But it's still an accent.
He's done, dude. You can see it. You can see the spirit leave him. That she doesn't have because she's Australian. And that's already, it's underspoken up there. He's already let one fly because he means Tony Storm created the character.
Yeah.
Dutch is like, you think Tony Khan invented this? He's like, fuck it. I'm just going to roll with it. And then he's like,
Yeah.
and she's British. He's like, well, fuck. He is. We don't have a lot of time to cope left.
He cannot help himself but to make the joke about longevity and timelessness, and immediately is like, why did I try to riff with an old man? Like, what am I? And then he's like, let me out of this riff, and it gets so much worse every second he's in it. And then for no reason he starts talking about accents and gets it wrong to a guy with an accent. That is that made me feel, you know how that clip made me feel was like, man, you ever watch like Space Ghost Coast to Coast?
Yeah.
I was like, are they on the same show? Like, are we sure that they're on the same show? Like, you could just you could take the Dutch show and make it so that one of us was interviewing him, I think, and it would be about the same level of coherence. Like, you could just basically have us setting him up with just about anything and go to his answers, and it would feel as accurate or as like coherent as watching that show does. Holy cow.
You
what
almost have to have respect for Simon Cope.
So close. You'd think. Yeah, you'd really think that would be true, wouldn't you?
I think he went 4 for 5 tonight.
Very good. And I mean, if I'm gonna get one wrong, a Conan clip, I'm happy to want more for you than to have listened.
Hey, thanks for checking out that video. Next step, hit follow down below. Step after that, head over to twitch.tv/WrestlingBrain. We're live every Monday and Wednesday and on pay-per-view weeks, or just when we feel like talking about wrestling. It's many more shows than that. You can hit follow over there to be alerted every time we go live. If you need even more, patreon.com/J0SHC has a free tier and a paid tier. Check those out and see if any suit you fine. We'll see you then, and like Hiroshi Tanahashi says, love and energy.